You all produced a great actor called Peter O'Toole, who to me, he did all Lion and Winter and Beckett. I'm sure a lot of people, you don't see it anymore. That's amazing. You've got, Daniel Day-Lewis, who's amazing. But, I don't know, the best movie I ever saw was, how do I put this? Rocky! What a kid.
Running up the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum. Right. I did that as well. When I get to the top, the Rocky statue isn't there.
No.
So what happened to it?
Well, they moved him down to the bottom. They got upset that Rocky was up there, and I understand because when they made that place, it's a very famous museum. You can almost say that, what's Rocky doing up here? They didn't build this 100 years ago with Rocky in mind, so I understood. But what they were nice enough is the museum commissions, they moved Rocky down to the side where he'll stay forever. And it's an incredible compliment. My kids aren't impressed, but hey, it's not so bad. And the thing is, they're changing the steps of Philadelphia. They're in 2 years, they won't exist anymore.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, they are. They're bringing in a very famous architect, Frank Gehry, and they're going to make it more modern. I went, really? So now Rocky would run up, if I was doing the movie today, he'd probably run up an escalator. So it's a little different, so it won't be quite as dramatic.
Gonna fly now.
The hardest, when Rocky was on, that was kind of like beginner's luck, blind luck. You just try your best. The hardest thing ever, no question about it, is when people think you're finished and you have to struggle and struggle and struggle. It took 6 years, 7 years to get the last Rocky Balboa made because I really felt I had blown it on the 5th one and I didn't want to leave it like that. I felt I had really betrayed people. But it was, oh yeah, I swear to God, the studios would say, I'm telling you a quote, over our dead bodies, we're never making the movie. Rocky is done, you're done. I go, I get that, but let's do a movie about a guy who's basically done. And Rocky is done. He just has this one thing inside, like all of us. As we get older, it gets tougher because we have more emotion. And it's dealing with that kind of, as he says, stuff in the basement. It's an interesting movie. And that's what the movie was about, was purging yourself of loss, of grief, passing of youth, and saying, how do I accept the future? How do I get that out? And trying to tell that to certain people in the studios, like, huh? But I said, that's a movie. So to answer your question, that was by far the hardest thing ever. It literally was like something coming from the dead, out of the ashes. So I'm very proud of that. The only thing, and I don't know if anyone would ever be interested in it, believe me, nobody likes to hang on to Rocky Balboa more than I, but no one would ever believe him as a fighter anymore. And the idea was to do a movie about Apollo Creed's grandson as a fighter. But I don't know if that would work. So I don't know. Does anyone want to see, Rocky become Mickey? No. You're supposed to say no. All right, now I'm more confused than ever. Oh my God. I am really scared of getting my wife pissed off, really. No, I'm serious, guys. I can't win. It's genetically impossible. It just doesn't quit. The debate. After a while, I'll go, all right, you win, whatever. I don't. Ears are bleeding. Okay, and by the way, they make sense. So I'm afraid of getting that wound up, but also I'm afraid of crippling injury. Crippling injury. We've had some very serious ones there, and I've seen the dark end of the tunnel. And like, for example, I've had, since Expendables, 7 major operations. And so I know what it feels like to squeak when you walk. She's like, oil me, oil me. So that bothers me a great deal. So I go, okay, got to be a little bit more careful because I don't like being careful. So it's that's why in Rambo I plan on breaking my neck on camera just for you guys. Thank you very much.
Rocky, Rambo, The Expendables. Sly's won so many awards in his career, been presented with so many things. Tonight we're going to present him with something from you guys. Some of you on the way into the theatre were asked to sign a special poster saying, "With love from Manchester to Sylvester Stallone." To present it from you, the people of Manchester, to him, the Italian stallion, welcome the promoters of the show on stage with a presentation to Sylvester Stallone.
Hi guys, how are you doing? At the beginning of the show, as you know, you all signed this for Sylvester. It's all pre-signed for it, and we've had it framed up tonight just for you.
Oh, that's incredible.
Take a bit of time to read everything tonight. Yeah, all the audience, this is all the audience tonight, whoever had the lucky chance to write down their thoughts to.
Your whole story is an inspiration. Leave us tonight with some inspiring words of your own.
A long time ago, I wrote something, I'm not even sure what I was getting at. It may sound really pretentious, but it's like, if for one mortal moment, a mortal person hasn't taken a slice of immortality, at least try to get a piece of the pie. One has not lived, just merely existed. So I'm saying to you, I want you to go out there and grab life, grab your dreams by the throat, and I swear, don't let go until you got them. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you.
And we'll never let go of our memories of this night with Sylvester Stallone, everybody!